Yo, this is Tippa Irie, the original ragamuffin. And for the best in sound system culture. Link up, dancing clear. You don't know.
Hi everyone, welcome to Rockers Life Stories, produced in conjunction with Don Sinclair and Rockers Corners TV. I'm your host, E.T. Sidican, your interviewer, and today on the couch we have Grammy-nominated, big superstar from 19 Olang Wen, yeah, Tippa Irie. All right,
Hello, my brother.
Welcome, brother.
I'm good. I'm good. Yes.
Bless you,
yeah,
love.
blessed,
See?
man.
It's
Thank you.
done now.
Thank you for the invitation.
No doubt, bro. Come on,
Nice
man.
to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Nice.
To
You're
bring
welcome.
us
You're welcome.
part of your life story and share it with our viewers in the world.
No problem, man. No problem. It's nice to be here. I have to give thanks.
Okay, every time, bless. What's happening, bro? You're good.
Well, I'm blessed at the moment, you know.
Yeah.
I have to give thanks because it's like something's in the water. I don't know, but I'm getting, you know, as much work as I did
Yeah,
back in the day.
yeah,
I got my label, which is Lockdown Productions, which I started with my friend JP Baker,
right.
and we got a lot of stuff which we released,
Yeah,
and we're gonna release and put a bit more marketing behind,
yeah,
you know, because I'm able to do that now. And also I've got a lot of, you know, new rhythm
yeah,
productions that we've done
yeah.
that I've got to come out for this year. And for
Fresh.
Fresh stuff.
Fresh thing.
Fresh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying, I mean, for people
And
who
my new
don't,
album.
and you know, this is what I'm saying, for people, obviously, you don't know this man.
Yeah.
This man is a man I've been listening to from, I was like a picnic. I mean, 10, 11. I've been listening to him on Saxon Sound. When I was a kid, obviously I MC'd for the best part of 25 years. I used to go to Carnival and listen to Saxon. I mean, I knew him from them because we had an acquaintance who we both know.
Okay.
But I used to kind of follow Saxon at Carnival. And when Tippa used to come on the mic, he used to wear a Kangol hat, and them man there to me was like Harry Potter musicians. Yeah? When them man hold that mic there, it was like a wand. I used to watch these man, I said, how the hell did they do that? Have the crowd in their hand and singing their songs and everybody's following. So for me, it's a big thing. Because you are one of my idols too.
Thank you, brother.
Differently, yeah?
Much respect.
Right, so we have to share that with the people so they know, yeah? So what part of London you actually from, Tippa?
Well, I was born in Dulwich Hospital
Right?
and grew up in South London.
Okay.
I went to Brockwell Primary School,
Right.
which is
Brockwell Park,
Towsill.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Towsill. And then I left Brockwell, went to Loughborough
Yeah.
Primary School, which is more like Camberwell South East, off Colharbour Lane.
Okay.
And I grew up on that side, Brixton, as a young boy growing up. My dad, obviously, we used to live on Flaxman Road, which
Okay.
is like East Lake Road, Flaxman Road.
Right.
You might have heard of Flaxman Sports Centre.
Colharbour.
Colharbour Lane, yeah.
Yeah.
So I grew up there, and my dad used to have a little corner shop there.
Yeah.
And he used to.
So you're of Caribbean. Your Caribbean descent is...
Yes, my mum and dad are from Jamaica, from Trelawney.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
good place. That's where we're from.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know. So I went there a few times when I was young.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But my mum and dad are from there. But me, my two sisters, we grew up in South London, Brixton.
Okay. So what was your earliest kind of influence into music? And, you know...
Well, I was blessed because my dad, when he came from Jamaica,
Yeah.
he had a sound.
Right.
And he brought
And the
his
sound was
sound
called
system. It's called Musical Messiah.
Right,
Yeah, that's
'cause,
right.
Yeah, I understand this is
Yeah.
a sound that your father had.
Yeah, so
played
he
from
used
back
to
in the
play.
day.
He used to play his music.
Yeah.
He used to play, Big Youth, Dillinger, Tapazuki.
Yeah.
You know.
So big you the man with all the diamonds in his
Yeah,
teeth.
them man there, Daddy Roy,
Yeah. You right.
all of them man there. He
See?
used to play all of them on sound, and then of course, people like Dennis Brown, Bob Marley,
Yeah.
Gregory, all these artists.
At the
You
time,
know,
which
at the
is
time,
kind of
yeah. I mean, for me, Dennis Brown is my superstar.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He's my favorite, one of my favorite artists of all time.
Mm.
So I used to just grow up listening to them. But my dad used to also rent the basement to bands.
Okay.
So
Oh, it's like a rehearsal room.
yeah, like
Okay.
a rehearsal room, disco bands,
Yeah.
bands like The Real Thing,
Okay.
and all of that. So I used to just be there watching the brother play the drums, watching them do their rehearsal, and basically just fall in love with music.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then me and my sister, we used to sneak down when they used to down there playing dominoes,
As you do.
gambling, whatever. We sneak down and just
Nick a baby shower or something.
yeah, just practice. We used
Yeah.
to just go down there, turn on the sound. When our dad went to go, do his shopping, because
Yeah.
obviously we had the shop.
So
he
is
used
this
to go.
your earliest memory of kind of chatting on the sound? Would you actually
Yeah.
plug in the mic and MC
Yeah, and
yourself?
just
or-
do that when he's gone, because we
Okay.
wouldn't allow us. We got some beating a couple of times because we got
Yeah.
caught.
As you
You
do.
know what I mean? As you do. But yeah, so from there, I just fell in love with the thing, and then I just practiced, listened to you, Roy, and all these guys, practice. And then my cousin heard me one day and he said, Tip, man, you're starting to sound good, bro.
Yeah.
You need to get yourself out there. So from there, I went to enter talent competitions
Yes.
where I could. And then he brought me, a friend of mine called Commander B,
Yeah,
who's
he's still on
now.
the circuit now.
He's still on the circuit now. We used to have a little sound together as well called Younger Frontline, because we used to,
Rotten Road. Fun.
yeah. So we used to have a little sound together as kids.
Yeah.
And then he took me to Sir Lloyd dances. So I used to go to Sir Lloyd dances and just start expressing myself there.
So he was giving you the mic.
Yeah.
At what age was you at that stage?
I'd say about 16.
Okay.
16.
Yeah.
And then when I was 17, I made my first record,
Yeah.
which was for Sir Lloyd, which was
Okay.
called The Opposite. Yeah.
The
It was on the
Opposite.
B side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the B side of a tune called My Valentine.
Yeah.
So being on, in the blues dances, there's a young age, you just want to be on the mic.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? Is this what is the sound system you use actually? So after Sir Lloyd, you was around Sir Lloyd. What was the main sound? What sound did you go to?
King Tubby's.
King Tubby's. Okay. So King Tubby's was your first sound.
Yeah.
How long
my
was you on
first
King
main
Tubby's?
show. I'd say about a couple of years.
Mm.
I was there just lifting boxes,
As you do.
as you do,
Boxman,
riding
boxman.
at the back of the sound van, and then wait for your opportunity to perform.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And then entering a talent competition, I think at Ferndale Sports Centre in Brixton,
Yeah.
and Dennis Rowe and Musled from Saxon, they were there.
Yeah.
And Musled was a person who he just always wanted to get people on his sound. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, he's
So,
very,
yeah.
he just coerced you to go on.
Yeah, so that's what happened. He kind of said, Tip, man, come here, I want you to come and DJ on our sound. So I'm like, okay. Because at the time, I didn't really think nothing of it. You just go and,
Yeah.
you just want to get
His name
yourself
was
out
Musclehead.
there.
He's a big guy, and he's a very kind of,
Yeah.
when he was there, I mean, you even seen
Yeah.
him as a youth,
Yeah.
a musclehead that, and he
Yeah.
had a lot of respect and commanded a lot of respect
Yeah.
as well.
Well, I
don't you
just
think?
went anyway.
Yeah.
When I went there, Maxi Priest was there.
Yeah.
And Papa Levi.
Yeah.
My brother called Ruben. Peter King.
Yes.
Danny Colonel.
Yes.
All these brothers were there.
Yeah.
So I just kind of fitted in,
Yeah.
and just went with them, started to perform
Yeah.
on the sound system circuit
On Saxon.
and Saxon, and then it just kind of blew up.
Well, I mean, when I was coming up, I used to listen to one thing what I thought was big at the time. I thought, Ali's man doing his thing was Dick Shepherd School live recordings.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I used to listen to Aces International when they had the
Okay.
live album,
Yeah.
and when Beanie Man was a little boy,
Yeah.
and we used to have Billy Boyer and Tyan
Yeah.
and these people here.
Bonnie
So then-
Lila and them.
Bonnie Lila.
Yeah.
So when you guys come with the Dick Shepherd School, I remember it was a black and white. I think it was a black and white cover,
Yeah.
grey. And
That
it's
was Sir
filmed-
Lloyd. That was Sir Lloyd.
Oh,
That
Sir
was
Lloyd.
from before. That was even before Saxon
Oh right.
and before Tubby's.
Okay. Because I know that was
Sir
in
Lloyd.
Dick Shepherd School in Tulse
Yeah,
Hill.
Tulse Hill, that's right. DSYC Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
So basically, them times I was with General Slater,
Right. Okay.
because it was me and Slater
Yeah.
that was on Tubby's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he later became Ras Triumphant. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we was on Tubby's, and then I used to spar with Lefty B, who's a DJ. He's a DJ now, but he was on Taurus Sound as well. So it was me and Lefty, me and Slater. Then you had Ricky Rankin, Lorna G. You had Horseman Champion.
Because I think you had Brian Arona around that time. But did you
Yeah,
was it
she
Brian
was
Arona?
around.
She
Yeah,
was a big
yeah.
artist as well, isn't she?
So you had all these MCs, you know what I mean? And then they made a compilation album,
Yeah.
off of these dances. But that was like, those were my first kind of releases.
Is that what made you always want to be a recording artist?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I got a little bit of hay fever.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, that was definitely the launching
Yeah.
pad, because obviously it was the opposite. Then the live albums, DSYC,
Right.
and then I went to Tubby's, then Saxon.
So your first record was the opposite.
Yes.
On what label?
Sir Lloyd,
Oh,
LGR.
so Sir Lloyd was playing Sound System at the same time he's recording, he's putting out tracks.
Yeah, he put out
Yeah.
Horse Move
Yeah.
from Horseman, which went to #1.
Yeah.
You know, and he put out My Valentine, which did pretty well.
Yeah.
And I believe he put out Let's Rub It Up,
Yeah.
Come On, them tunes there.
Yeah.
I think that was him, maybe in fashion, but yeah,
Yeah.
he put out a lot of those tunes back in the day, Lovers Rock Vibes, you know what I mean? And
So I mean, how was the influence of being around? You know, if I go back to Carnival and I go back to Saxon,
yeah,
I see you now. I see you next to Sandy.
yeah,
I see you next to Rusty.
yeah,
I see you say, is it Daddy Colonel,
yes,
Papa Levi,
yeah,
Smiley Coach, as I said,
yeah,
this was the team. To me, Premiership
yeah,
ballers.
yeah, yeah,
Could them brothers said, you guys here now,
yeah.
Kango Caps, them time we have Clarks and, you know,
Yeah.
Farron.
No, it was good. I mean, you know, we just used to basically feed off of each other.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if Smiley came with something unique,
Yes,
everybody would build a style off of that.
yes,
If I came up with something that was ingenious,
yeah.
all of the MCs then say, right, Tip, we're taking that, you know.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Because Peter
And
King started the
speed rap. Yeah.
music, me know for the, me shop, me top, me know
Yeah,
for top, me know
yeah.
them kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah. It was him that done that. And then once he done that, Levi came with Jaman McCool and Stubborn Like You. And then I was at the time the lyrical rhyme.
And Colonel
White
started
Black
rolling his
was
tongue.
yeah. So that's how we used to do it. If anybody come with something
Yeah.
unique, we all used to jump off of that and feed off of that and push that out to the people.
So your first UK hit,
Yes.
what I saw on Top of the Pops,
Yes.
Hello Darling, is that
Wow.
right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And how did it change your life? What did it do for you? And how, as a young man,
Well, my bank manager became my friend.
oh really? Yeah. First name basis.
So yeah, he
All right,
was
Andy,
like,
what's
"Hello,
happening, man?
Anthony,
Come and
how
have a
you?"
seat, yeah.
Come and sit down.
Yeah, sweet as a nut.
So that
Give me a
was
cup of
good.
coffee, yeah.
I was able to buy my mum a house.
Nice.
So that was something that I've always dreamt of doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, so it was amazing. It was amazing. It made me see the world,
Right.
mainly Europe, a lot of Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
You know, I did Reggae Sunsplash.
Was it all what you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, you know, it's a dream. I mean, at that time there wasn't many brothers on the TV period.
Yes.
So for me, I felt good within myself that I've actually made that achievement to actually be on the television on
Yeah.
Top of the Pops.
Yes. Big
you know,
tune.
and it was a big tune. I mean, for me, I was just open to ideas, open to suggestions, open to creativity, and keep my mind open in regards to my music.
Yeah, and all your hard work was actually paying off, and you was getting dividends.
Yeah, because we done hundreds and hundreds of dances and
Yes.
cassette tapes
Yeah.
what have circulated.
Late nights,
Yeah.
staying up, box van,
Yeah,
everything.
four times a week we was out, you know,
Yeah.
up and down, and we weren't really making much money because
Yeah.
we were doing it for the love.
Of course.
Wasn't really thinking about the
Financial gain.
financial business end
Yeah.
of it. You know what I mean? When I meet people like Shaggy and you know LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, and all these people, they think that we were millionaires.
Yeah.
You know, KRS-One and all these guys, they all collected our cassettes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and have them and study them, and you know what I mean. So there's a lot of respect that is due
Yeah.
to Saxon Sound for
Yes.
what is actually
Done.
achieved,
Yes.
and if you think of the caliber of artists that it actually produced, you know,
Wow.
it's amazing.
Holy. Like I said, to me, it was magical.
Yeah.
Watching that sound is like going to a theatre or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's definitely. I mean, the talent that was there. If you think of Maxi Priest, is like the only, you know, British artist, kind of reggae artist to get #1 in the Billboard charts
yes,
in America.
big things.
Then you got Papa Levi, the only artist to get #1 in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Then you got myself. You know, I've hits.
Mm.
You know, whether it be Hello Darling, which got 20 in the national charts. Then you got Football Tune, which got in the national charts. Then you got Black Eyed Peas, the Hey Mama.
I was going to come to
top
that.
10.
I was going to come to that because obviously between 1980s, fast forward, I know you had the Peter Hunting girls.
Yes.
I know you had
Well, I had
Roger Robin.
Yeah, well, I had number
Yeah.
one with Peter Hunting Girl, Ragamuffin Girl. Then I had number one with Lloyd Brown,
Yes.
Stress.
Right.
I had number one with Winsome.
Hit pun hit. Yeah, not
Superwoman.
number one. We're talking about numerous number ones. This man here, do not underestimate it or think that we're dealing with some kind of, you know, this is an established foundation artist from day dot.
Yeah.
I mean, fast forward into Hey Mama, and you know, I believe you wrote the song with Will I Am.
Yes, I did.
And I believe
Uncle
he's
Will.
Uncle Will. He's on The Voice now.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well.
He's doing good. He was in California at the time, if I understand.
Yeah, I was out there doing some small shows on
Right.
the west coast of America. And this girl called Shelley Roots is a girl that I know.
Yeah.
She got a company called Roots Media, and she contacted me and said, Tip, Black Eyed Peas need an MC.
Yeah.
Well, they want you to come and vocal on to this tune.
Yeah.
So I was in a place called Laverne, which is like east of LA, with my friend Dave Monaco, who's in a band called Better Chemistry. I was doing some work with them.
Yeah.
And he took me down to the studio
Yes.
to see Will, and he played me the tune.
Wow.
So I says, okay, I'll take it with me and I'll listen to it. And then when I listened to it, I liked it, so I took it away.
Yeah.
And then I came up with the cutie, show you movie booty, shake that thing in at the city of sin, hey shawty, you know what I mean? And I went back there, they voiced it, and he loved it, and he mixed it at the same time, said thank you, Tip. So I just done.
So is he cool? I mean, I look at him on The Voice, I see this guy's cool. I mean,
I mean, in some aspects he's cool. You know what I mean? You know, you can't dispute his talent.
Yes, business wise.
Yeah, business wise,
Serious.
and his talent. You know, I mean, as an individual, maybe not the nicest dude in the world, but I mean, as far as his talent is concerned, you can't really knock his talent.
Yes.
He's a very talented dude. You know, for me, I'm pretty humble.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I like to remain that way. You know, I don't talk down to people or because I'm in a certain position.
Yeah.
I speak a certain way to certain individuals because they may work for me or whatever. And I find with a lot of American artists or acts, a lot of them are like that. You know, they talk down to people and
I mean, the
not very loyal.
The Elephant actual album sold 9 million copies.
Wow, lucky for them.
9 million copies. And that's just a stat what I kind of picked up and I thought to myself, it's interesting, but you know,
I mean, I'm grateful for the opportunity that I got with that project.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And
as you wrote the song.
Yeah, and you know, but I delivered.
Yeah.
They asked me to do something, and I delivered.
Yeah.
You know, I got paid for doing it, and I got my percentage of my publishing. Yeah. So, you know, for me,
which is quite important with the PRS and the MCPS and everything else.
So I'm grateful where that is concerned, but you know, for me, I could have been around them a lot more, but because if I'm not like you, I'd rather stay away from you. Yeah. If you understand what I mean.
You're an artist within your art and you're doing what you do.
Yeah, I mean, because I think I was supposed to go to, they wanted me to go to Australia to do some stuff.
Yeah.
But I already had some agreements with some other shows and other commitments.
Yes.
So I just
went
off. Yeah, I just honored my commitment. Yeah. So
as you do. Yeah. Meant to do.
So for me, it was like that. But I mean, with them guys, you know, Will I Am calls the shots with the Black Eyed Peas. And,
right.
You know what I mean? The other members are just members, kind of like thing. So
Bossy.
Yeah, he might have bossy, and they just kind of like, you know, do what the bossy says, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which is cool, but I'm not like that. I mean, I'm not. I don't care how much money.
I mean, we went in. You blessed them with the track, which they have in the album. So basically, they're artists in it, and you're artists, and you had obviously the ability to bless them and get them something. So it's like you say to somebody, come over to my house, eat a plate of food, you know what I mean? Yeah. They come round, you give them a plate of food, and taste your mother Jamaican cooking, and they say, lick their lips, they say, thank you, man. Which is the end of the day,
that's what it is.
We share. Yeah, music is sharing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. For me, music is music, you know what I mean? And I just, you know, I like to deal with people and treat people how I like to be treated myself.
No doubt. Very
You know
down
what
to
I
earth guy. I'm comfortable. I mean, you know, we're here with a star. I'm comfortable. It doesn't make me feel uncomfortable.
You know, I like to, you know, and when you're dealing with those kind of groups, sometimes, you know, there's a lot of, you know, there's the business manager, there's the manager, there's road manager, there's production manager, there's this manager, there's that manager.
This, that, and that.
And there's a lot of managers, you know. And
supervisors.
Yeah, and it's like, for me, you turn up to a place, for instance, and, you know, you're there to do something and things have changed, but yet nobody has told you.
Missing far. Communication
that it's been changed. Communication is just, it's just a level of respect.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? If I'm gonna do something to one of your tunes or your tunes, well, the common courtesy is to phone you and say, well, yes, we're gonna do this, that. So with them guys, it's kind of like that. It's just managers, this, that, and you know. But anyway,
you've just come off your Asian tour, is it? Could you briefly touch on it? Tell us what you've been doing. After that, I'm going to ask you about your production company and so forth.
Yeah.
Where have you just come from?
Wow, where do I start? Well, I went to China.
Really?
Which was unique.
Yes.
I went to a place called, I went to Beijing.
Yeah.
And I went to Yitzing. Chengdao. Yeah. I did like 4 shows this year. This year. And then I done 8 last year.
Right.
Yeah.
Because over the 2 years you've been there twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I went to Singapore.
Yeah.
I went to Vietnam.
And how are they? You know, I looked at a couple videos on YouTube, which you can have a look at. But what I'm saying is, how did they? You know, I said one thing. I said to myself, you know, what I mean, we done France, and obviously France is across the road. So I know when we DJ the lyrics, some kind of freedom music and them jump with the vibe. You know what I mean? It's a Bob Marley, Rastafari, them jump up. What I'm saying in China, when they're spitting your lyrics, they're not here with my big tune, but your tune. When them come across, and how do they feel?
Well, when I went to places like Beijing, is pretty much a big city, so you got people outside of the dance with your CD, waiting for you. So when I got to Beijing, to sign my CD, and then when you go to places like Yitzing and places like that, obviously they're just new completely to the culture. Yeah. So it's more out of curiosity.
Because they love information.
Yeah, they'll come and they'll check it out. It's like that in India. What I found when I went to Delhi and places like that, people would come and say, you know what, I don't really know your music, but we saw you online. You look like a likable person, so we checked it out. Yeah. And then when they checked it out, they realized, wow, this is good. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they came to the show.
Oh, so they investigate before they buy, kind of thing.
That's right. Or investigate before they come and see the gig. Yeah. And a lot of these provinces and places, that's what happens. In places like Vietnam, there's a lot of expats. Yes. You know, in Thailand, there's a lot of expats. Yes. You know what I mean? So when you go to places like, I mean, I went to Thailand, I went to Bangkok, of course. Then I did 2 shows in Bangkok. Then I went to Pai, which is north of Thailand. Then I went to Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and all
this. This is the whole Raja. Is this the Raja project you're working with?
No, that's the Reggae Rajas. That's India.
Okay.
This is Thailand with T-Bone. I went with a group called T-Bone.
Okay.
Which is like, I got a brother called Gap.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's the lead front singer of T-Bone.
Yes.
Which is the group. And yeah, but when you go to these places, there's a lot of people there that are starving for the music, or starving for somebody like
culture,
me.
The culture, the vibe.
Yeah, they're starving for somebody like me because they'll get artists that come through, but they're not artists of your caliber.
Yes.
So when you go there now and you really give them the real thing, they go, oh, this is how it's supposed. This is the real thing. This is how it's supposed to go. Yeah. So it's like, you know, they pick up on it and they love it. They turn out. People come out. They turn out and they enjoy it. You know.
I mean, we can see. I mean, you've traveled the globe. Yeah. You've had 3 decades.
Yes.
I'm not telling my age, but me, I listened to this man for 3 decades. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I'm not afraid. I'm 49 now.
Right. Well, anyway. Rewind. What I'm saying is, but over 3 decades of listening to you, I must say thank you, because you bring beer things to the table.
Thank
I think you've influenced enough of us English MCs, because you've got the grime MCs now. I mean, My nephew, we have a nephew named Gemma. He's
Yeah.
doing his things, and I know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you look at it, how it works all the way back, if I trace it back beyond you guys, to me was the Michigan and
Miley,
Smiley
yeah.
and the Jamaican clique. But for England, you guys are the guys.
Yeah.
Could you please tell us and tell the viewers where we can find your stuff, what you're doing now?
Wow.
And, you're burned down the place and which fire I get it. See?
Well, it's,
So
it,
go on.
well, to find out the history, just go to tippairie.com. Yeah.
Boom.
I'm on Facebook. You just type in Tippa Irie and you find my fan page. If you're a friend, if you're one of the lucky 5,000 people to be my friend on Anthony Henry, then you can reach me there. And I'm at Tippa Irie 7665. That's my date of birth. Yeah, so it's at Tippa Irie 7665. They can follow me on Twitter. If they want to find out about Lockdown Productions, which is my company, you go to blog.lockdownproductions.com.
Yeah.
And you can also go to www.lockdownproductions.com. I've got all those websites, they're up and people can get to them now. My new websites are in process. Yeah, so I'm getting 2 new websites done for my label, but the old websites are there so they can check the history, check the releases, and all of that stuff.
Listen, what can I say?
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much, my brother,
No
for the
problem.
interview. And we're going to be
One
hearing
love.
a bit of Tippa a bit later.